I've talked about it before, but I'm a huge advocate for spending quality time with your dog, but appropriately and individually. Now, we could go on and on and on about what quality time is, with your dog. To me, it's not cuddling. It's things that are more interactive and, like play, training, going for a walk, stuff like that. But right now, I'm just more focused on the individual aspect of what I'm saying. So, quality time with each dog individually, because there is a very big difference between spending time with one dog than spending time with all of them. When you have multiple dogs in a perfect world, you just do everything with them all at the same time. Right? You feed them all at the same time. Just take all your dogs for a walk. That way you go for one walk and not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just do everything all at once. Let them play together. That way you don't have to, take so much more time out of your day and individually exercise and walk and take care of every dog. They'll just do all that for you, right? Just do everything all at once. I could walk all 3 of my dogs all at the same time together. But in a perfect world, to me, that is not a perfect walk or a situation. In a perfect world, to me, I would go on 3 walks, right? I would go on 3 hikes rather than 1 hike with all of them, because I want to bond with my dog. If my dogs are all running around together playing, while I'm in the room, they're not bonding with me, they're bonding with each other. I'm just in the room, right? I'm just watching. I'm just a bystander. And I don't want to be a bystander to them. I want to be their world. I want to be everything to them, but that means we gotta create that relationship. We have to create that bond, and it's done one dog at a time. Now, I'm not saying don't spend time with your dogs together. I do that every day. I have my dogs together, and I spend time with them. We bond, when they're together, but not like that. It's not the same. That's why when I get a new board and train, I just go for a long walk with just them. No other dogs, just me and them. And I encourage my clients to do this as well, go for 2 walks. Not every day, not every single time, but once in a while you got to do this stuff individually. You got to do this stuff one dog at a time so you can really spend that quality time with them and just them. I don't have a set exact routine. I don't like that. I'm very against it. I have stories tagged in my bio that actually say that. But every morning I wake up and I let my dogs out, and I exercise and I feed them, but it's individually. Now, like this morning, I let out Manic and Karma together. I usually do. Or I'll let out Karma and Zero together. So, because they're not going to play. Karma doesn't want to play. She's a grumpy pig. She just wants to walk around and sniff around and pee on something and just mind her business and maybe sunbathe. So I let her and Manic outside. They go to the bathroom. I bring him back in. I did a training session with Manic. I let him up. I then I let out Zero, I bring him in, I did a training session with Zero, I put him up, I take out Manic, I fed him, I put him up, I take out Zero, I fed him, I put him up, and then I took both of them with me to 2 lessons in a row. And they were both used in those lessons. And when I used them, I only used 1 at a time, so I could focus on my dog. Really focus on my dog and train them, because you're not really efficiently working and training multiple dogs at the same time, right? Tell me how you make eye contact with 2 dogs at the same time. So, unless you got some wonky stuff going on up here, you're not. You can only focus on 1 dog at a time. And now, I'm on my way to my last lesson of the day, and Zero is with me, but only Zero. Just him. Manic's at home. He got enough training. He got enough stimulation. He got enough exercise. I just want to spend some time with my dog. Zero. Right? Manic's a puppy. He's not a dog yet. So, I do things with 1 dog that I don't do with another. I take a trip with 1 dog and I leave the others at home. I take a trip, somewhere else with that dog and leave that dog at home. You got to do things individually. You got to spend time with the dogs individually so you can bond with them individually. It matters so much. That's why when people are like, well, where's Karma? Not sleeping, probably. So Karma's at home right now. Manic's sleeping in his crate at home right now. And Zero's in the van with me right now. In his crate, obviously. But I do this all the time. So I'll leave Zero at home and I'll just take Manic. I do this all the time. Or I'll take both. All the time. But it changes. BS that all these, cupcake-filled snowflakes made up, that everybody needs to be a winner and everything has to be fair and equal. There is no fair and equal. You should be fair. Treat your dogs fairly, right? It's not fair to be super hard on one dog and you let the other one slide. That's not fair. But it's not that it isn't fair because they're going to talk about it and compare notes later on and complain about you and post it on their Facebook. It's not fair just for moral reasons. But equal is irrelevant when it comes to your dogs. It's okay to spend time with one dog one day and not the other. Not neglect them. You know what I'm saying. Don't be a dick. All right? Let's not get technical here. But it's okay to do something with one dog that you don't do with the other. It's okay to take, to take one of your dogs to your friend's house and leave the other one at home. Because eventually you're going to take that one somewhere and leave the other one at home. It all equals out in the end. And if it does all equal out,